Hey, this will be a video chart on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Been quite a while since I last did it. Unless you've been living in a cave, you know that the Dow has been just roaring ever since back here in late August. September is stereotypically a pretty rough month, but I think I saw somewhere this month of September was the best it's been in, I don't know, like a few decades or something like that. So you can see that down here this whole month of September, I don't had maybe what 6, 7, 8 days that were red and everything else was green. So very healthy month, and so far in October, things have been also going well, and the bulls remain in control. But I do want to get things updated because we're approaching another key level of resistance, and also a possible support level I see is maybe retesting if we do indeed get a pullback. Right now, the pullbacks have been essentially as far down to the 10-day simple moving average, which is this blue line, and then you can see that here it bounced off here, once again provided support. So as long as this 10-day holds, then that's going to be a great indicator of just how strong it is. If it does drop down, still have the middle Bollinger Band right here, also the 20-day simple moving average, the same thing. So these are going to be the two kind of short-term supports. But with today's action, you can see it's gone up here and put in a few wicks. Relatively higher volume today than normal. So if we do get more of a pullback, I think the level that will be interesting to see if it can hold is going to be right down here, which for people that are familiar with technical analysis shouldn't be surprised, is just the previous area of resistance that has now been turned to support. This value right over here is around 10,007, or excuse me, about 10,700 or so, give or take. So if there is, a significant pullback, and when you're in big moves like this, people probably would consider a pullback down to 10,700 pretty significant. This would be one of those key levels that it would need to hold. But at the end of the day, in the broad scope of things from the daily chart, the longer we can hold above this 50 or 200-day simple moving average, the better. And obviously, the further we separate from it, the more bullish things become. We did get the the Golden Cross a couple weeks ago, so that's always good confirmation of the uptrend. But those are where the supports stand right now. And like I said, if these two moving averages can't hold, I'd be looking for a pullback to at least the 10,700. And if that can't hold, then probably head down here to retest the 200-day simple moving average, which right now is valued at 10,500. And I should have noted this at the beginning of the video, but it's 3:35 p.m. and the market is still open. So that's the reason why you see these numbers changing around and why the candle's changing up a little bit, is because the market is still open. Now, in order to find our supports, we're going to have to shrink things up a little bit. And now hopefully you can see where this next area of resistance comes in at. But we have some price history back here up at the 11,200 level. The last time the Dow was up this high was back in late April. So this is going to be a key area of resistance. And right now that's essentially kind of my price target. Looking like if it can't get any more upwards move, it might fall a little bit short, but it's pretty close to 11,200. Not quite there yet, and maybe it's running out of gas, but we've seen this before a couple of times where it's had a few little small pullback periods, and then it shoots right back up. So maybe this is just going to be another one where it pulls a number like that, and then it comes up here and finally hits this. I do believe this will be a pretty stiff resistance, so I don't see it just getting right through on the first or second attempt. I think it'll need to do a little bit of consolidating before it can make a healthy push through. But right now that is going to be my short-term price target, along with the next key area of resistance. And like I said, any sort of pullback, my price target would be the 10,700 area. And if that one can't hold, then I think it'll probably come down here and, like I said, retest the 200-day simple moving average at 10,500. So if there are any other questions on the Dow or any of the other markets, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Thanks for listening.